Okay, it's fixed. So we've got two missiles that have been fired at the sun. They also look like rockets, and they seem to have occurred from the same general location at around a week apart. Is that a coincidence? No, it's not a coincidence, you all. It is not. And what's behind that sun? Why? Thank you, Red Scott. Thank you to whoever else did that. Why are they firing at the sun? What's behind the sun? Okay, we know we got a great big disc up there. We do. And I put a question mark on it because I thought, the sun, if it truly is the sun up there that they're firing at, or if it's something different, it's behaving kind of strange, okay? And there's cubes up there in the sky. There is. And they don't look like normal cubes. Some of them have smaller cubes in them, but they're not small by any stretch of your imagination. They remind me of the Borg. And they're all over the skies. You can find them. You can if you look. Someone said, you do a lot of talking, you ain't showing no evidence. Well, I said I was going to come back on here and I was going to show, and that's exactly what I'm doing. That's right, you all. No, I don't think that these are comets. These aren't comets. They're not. And what's really strange about the one that happened today, which is the 22nd, it's right beneath me as this one right here took off. Right there in front of it, leading the way is a small, some kind of an object right in front of it, you all. See, that's not, why would you have two comets following each other? You wouldn't. You would not. Hello, you all. Thank you. Jay Jocelyn, hello. Thank you for being on here. Red Scott. Okay, so you got this, Jay Jocelyn, honey? You do? All right. That's fine. Thank you, Velina Velozva. Thank you. We're going to look at it. We got this, you all. We got it. Thank you. That's great, you all. So, also with this sun, you see the one on the right, on the 15th. I'll bring my face over here to this area right here. See right here to me to the side, like right here. The bright area. This is the area where the spiral, it looked like some kind of like the Norway spiral. This thing was turning as it was lit up, as if to open like a portal. It was twirling around. It wasn't like a normal solar flare at all. It wasn't. It was twirling around in a circle is what it was. And that was on the 15th, you all. So we got this. And I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I think that this thing up here to the right over there, I don't think it's a planet. I think it's a ship of some sort. I really do. And I know there's a lot of other people, probably a great big YouTube channels and other places. They believe that it is a planet and that I'm wrong, but I like to think that it is a ship because that's what I feel within my spirit. It's a ship up there. It is. And that may sound strange to you, but that's what I feel it is. I like to think of everything as a ship. So, yeah. So, let me do this, you all. Let's come over here to the, welcome everyone. This is important. It really is. Let's come over here. Whoopsie, Gina. You all, I've got these, oh, they got out of sync. I'll fix them, you all. I gotta try to fix these things. So they go off at the same time. Okay, well, they're almost the same. Okay, let's look at them, you all, right here. We're over here at the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov. You can see both of them. You can see one from the 15th coming up from practically the same. Gina, I'm off the screen, you all. I'm covering it up. Sorry about that. The same general locations. I'm going to put them where they both come at the same time, you all. I am. If I can't. Shoot. Okay, I think we kind of got them. You can see them. Coming around a week apart from the same locations is what we can see. But the one down here, if I can make it a little bigger, as it starts to come out right down here, which is today, if you look in front of it, there's something leading the way. See it right here? It leads the way. Watch it. It goes first, and as it goes, coming right behind it is this thing. Right there, look at that. Right behind it, and it goes straight into the sun. Straight into the sun. Oh, let's look at it. Y'all see, here it is right here. So let me see if I can get this on here for you really fast. We've got that thing right there. Okay, look at it. It's going, going, going straight into the sun. That's what it does. So that's what this one does. And if we come over here, let's look at this one. I'm not sure if this one had anything in front of it, Angelique. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so much. So I'm not sure about this one, if this one had anything in front of it, or I probably didn't go back far enough, you all. I can go back far enough. I do want to go back far enough because I want to know if this one had anything running in front of it, because it's important to know. Let me put this back to me because I don't want you to see it. No, they're not comets. 2 comets coming from the same general location within a week apart. No, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I really do not buy it. 2 comets from the same, coming from the same general location around a week apart. No, it was fired at the sun. Boom. Okay, look what happened right here. Watch it. See, look what happened. You have a ship. A ship, you all. A ship stopped right here. Right here in front of this. You can see in the background there are more like ships, but something stopped right in front of it, ran right in front of it, is what it did, but it continued on its trek. See, look at that. See, what happened to that one was it ended up over here. That's what that happened. See, it was, let's get to it, y'all, so we can see it. It was over here. I'm pretty sure this one right here, this ship, you can see it right here. This is also what that great big object looks like up in the sky that they call a planet. It has extenders like this, which these are ships. But the great big planet-like thing, but it's not a planet, it's a ship. It has these extenders also. But what happened is this one came over here as this rocket or like missile came up through there, trying to intercept it like that. It's like that, but it didn't do nothing. It continued to make its way right into the sun like that. Let me put this back to me. I'm going to show you this right here too. See, these have the same shape as that ship did. Look at these. They are lined up like that, just like the other one was that we looked at, you. I'll get my head out of the way. I'm going to get it out of the way. They are lined up just like that. That's why I say this is not a planet at all. Let me show you something, you all. You know what I'm going to do? If I put this on, well, I'm not going to show that right now, but if I was to put this on and you get to see it move, you'll see solid edges, corners and everything as this thing right here moves through the sky. That's what you will see. It is enormous, Vonda. Absolutely enormous. You know, we could even watch this, you all. Let me just push the button on this one right here. I can do it. I don't have a problem doing it. And I also did a time lapse. I want you all to see how massive this is, how it moves around. Look at the movement. I'm going to make it even bigger so you can see it at its biggest possible way. Look at this. That is not a planet. I just want to make that clear right now. That's not a planet. No, it's not. And the sun, when the sun's up in the sky, it kind of moves like this too. It kind of reminds me of like Borg, is what it kind of reminds me of. This is like some kind of advanced, some type of advanced ships, technology and stuff up here. So look at this. Right there. We've got that. Now, once you're looking at that, you all, let's do this. You saw that. Let's come over here. I want to take it right back to this one that was over here. So let me try to get this on here. That showed up as this thing right here. Look at this one. I'm going to show you that this is, look how this looks, and this is a ship too. It looks just like the same thing. Okay, now that we got that straightened out, you all, we got it straightened out. That does not look like a planet. It does look like a ship to me. And some may not agree. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. You don't have to agree at all. You can see it in the sky. I've only got it going back a few days. Right here. That's all I've got it going back a few days, a few hours. So I got a list of things I want to look at, you. I do. A list of things. Let me put myself right here. Let me put this right here. Let me make myself a tad bit bigger. I've got my list right here. I want to show you the things that showed up. So we've got the missile checked off, and you can see them right below me. The arrows are pointing to these missiles, these rockets like. We got cubes. We got a twirling that happened around the 14th of October from the one area on the sun. So we're going to go to that. A twirling that happened on the 14th of October, you all. Let me show you how to navigate this if you haven't seen it before. Let's bring this over to the side. Hello, thank you for joining. So let's come down here, you all, if you have not seen how to navigate it. I'm going on to the 14th of October, 1436 to 2336. So this is how you do it, you all. You come down here, you just keep scrolling, 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 scrolling. You want to go all the way down here if you can. Let's do 2345. And you want to apply it. We're probably do 100. I don't have to do 100, but I'm going to do 100 to be safe. Whoopsie, Jeannie, you got too many in here. We want to watch this vortex. It looks like a portal is what it looks like. It's perfect. Okay. It's perfect. You can see the activity that's around here. This is the area. Let me put this over here to the side. This is the area right here that I'm talking about. There is literally a twirling around as if something is like spiraling out of it. Can you see it? It's not a normal solar flare at all. It is actually twirling. It's making those swirly waves in a circle, like a big gigantic vortex in the sky is what it's doing. Twirling around. Notice this whole entire area is like bright. Can you see it, you all? I know we're a few minutes behind, but it's twirling just like that. You may say, Gina, honey, no, you all, it is literally, it's like twirling like a fan, like a vortex. So let's look at the whole piece of this right here. So we've looked at that. You can see that as it twirls, there's also going to be like a solar blast that comes down through here. And there was like a massive ship that came up here. So let's look at this. Twirling, twirling. And that's on the 14th. That's on the 14th. So let's come back down here. You see the ships all around. There's no shortage of ships. Look at this. This right here. Look how long, you all. Look how long these UFOs are. These like a different type of a life form, but they're in the shape of like some kind of cube-like thing or something like that. Look how long they can make themselves. And I've spoke about this so many times. They can line themselves up, and I'm pretty sure they came out of that coronal hole in the sun, but it wasn't a hole, it was a square. There was a massive solar flare, and NASA dismissed it as a particle event. There was thousands and millions of these lined up coming out of the sun right here. Coming out of the sun right here. You may say, Gina, honey, where's that at? You all, let me show you where it's at. For those who may not have seen it, I've showed it so many times on here. I really have. I should have that spot on here memorized, but I don't. But that's okay, you all. I want to see if I can find it really fast. They came out of the sun. They never left. They're still here. And they're all around the sun. They're all around the sun for those who, may not think that they are. Oh, they really are. Hello. Let's see this. It's very windy where I'm at too, extremely windy. Let's see if we can find it, you all. If I can't find it right away, I will not show it because I'm not going to waste my time trying to find it after finding it so many other times. And I really did found it so many other times. Arg. It may not be meant in this session right here. It probably isn't because I can't find it right away. I didn't have it marked down. Wait a minute. I'm almost getting close to it, y'all. Please bear with me. I think I am. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna stick to what I'm doing right here. So this right here, see, that's just a distraction trying to get me off a track. So there's a massive string of UFOs right here, and they're intelligent beings. I've got to let this play. Let me put this back to me. We got to let it play out because I've messed it up. CERN Harp Cabal, yeah. Cabal, Etsy. That's right. Okay, we can see this. See as it's twirling. Can you all see it twirling? And look at this great big massive ship above right there. Look how it's spanned out. Look at that. These are ships like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's probably around 30. And looks like they're going away from the sun. I'm also going to show where the darkness came in, because it did. Look at this blast that came out of the sun as the twirling happened. This twirling happened, this blast came out. Let me put this back to me. Let me see another one. We have let me find all the 10s. 10, 5, 10, 2, 10, 3. Okay, 10, 3 and 10, 4. So we're going to go to 10, 4, you all. So you are just tuning in. That's wonderful. We're talking about these missiles, rockets fired at the sun from the same general location. There is a lot of activity on the sun at the moment, a ton of it. Let's come over here to, I think I took pictures of this, you all. I did. Took pictures of this so you can see it yourself. These activities that happened right here. So on the 5th, look at this. We got the cubes showing up on the 5th. And look, some of these are like translucent. Can you see the outline of them? Translucent in the sky. Right here. They kind of look like Borg. This is literally what the sun looked like. Behind the sun, it was like a square like that. You can see them right up here by the sun. More cubes. More cubes. And why did they come from behind the sun? Really, why did they? And you can see smaller cubes right here. You can see, look at these. These are cubes, you all. Like the Borg. This is like some kind of advanced species up there that is very organized and technologically advanced. You can see some right here too. It looks like this just literally slid down out of nowhere. And up here we have another cube. And there may be those who think, oh, well, that's just pixels. There's just the picture just didn't come out right. No, these are cubes. They're in our skies. And we're going to talk about this dark area right here. That is the one thing I want to talk about too, the dark energy flow after we get through here, you all. Let me get myself out of the way from that part right there. Let me see if I can like do this over here. Look at this ship. See if I can see this ship right here. These kind of look like cube-like ships too, but these are like in a row. So here's some right there. This literally looks like it left a trail behind it. You see that? It looked like it left a trail behind it. We have more ships down here. This happened on the 2nd. And look at this ship. This happened on the 3rd. There's been so much activity. This is a massive, massive ship. And then look at all of these. These look like a lot of other ships right beside it that look like they would fit straight down on top of this. Like they literally could line up is what they look like. They literally line themselves up, can connect like this, like Legos or something, you all, is what it looks like. A bunch of Legos That's a duplicate of it right there. You can see it on the 3rd. In the wee hours of the morning is when you can see it. And also right here, look at this. Ships right here. These can be seen flying in Hawaii by the observatories. They will come up out of the cloud cover below, and they'll shoot across the mountain peak, is what they'll do. So we're not alone by any stretch of the imagination. And I know there's people saying, well, there's just a firmament up there. That's fine. You can believe in a firmament, but I know that there's things up there in the sky. And look right here above my head. Right here in this area right here. Here's some more. There's ships. They're not rocks. They're not space debris. They're nothing. There really is space wars going on. Look at this cube. Look at the structure of it, you all. It's like different sizes were put into here. Just like that, different sizes, like the Borg. The Borg has structures like that, you all. It does. Let me do this really fast. Put this back to me. The Borg has some kind of those structures. Let me see the Borg cube. If we can do that, I'll have to put this in here. You can see some of the structures of the Borg cube. See, they're not all the same either with the Borg cube. And even if you look over here, they're not. There's different structures. That looks like computer boards, you all. It really does. See, look at that. That's what these things look like by the sun, you all. It does. They look like this up there in the sky. And notice this ain't completely smooth because there's edges on these sides of the Borg. Look at this. This is what they look like up there. Let's find over here at this integrated space weather system. Oh, I'm not on that. I'm right here on this picture right here. See, look at these, deep within these right here. You see, Gina, I can't see nothing. It's all too big. That's what they look like. Okay, they do, but this got a red filter on it. They look like the Borg. And then we've got more ships down here, you all. Look at that. This is on the 3rd at 2012. Not the 2012. Look at this. This is really strange. At 10:03, October the 3rd. See, all this activity occurs just in time. The Vatican's got all of its money, and then we have all this activity starting to occur around the sun. And why is this showing up? At the 3rd of October, around 11:48 at night. Why is a ship showing up? 11:48 at night on the 3rd. Isn't that interesting? Because that's what happened, 11:48 at night. And on the 4th, see here we got some more twirling around from that same location. More cubes, but these are like translucent, but they're nonetheless, they're cubes. This is the dark energy you are right here. We can see the cubes right here on the side also. We're going to look at that dark energy. I do not want to forget to show you the dark energy that flowed through. This is where the spiral vortex occurred, right here on the side on the 15th. We're right here on this spot right here. You all, let me put this back to me. Oh my goodness. You want to mail me a new t-shirt? Well, I'll have to cut a neck in it. It better fit my body good too. It better fit my body good. I got lots of t-shirts. Let's go to we want to see the dark energy flowing in on the 3rd. And the 3rd around 7:48 in the morning. Let's bring this up. 7:48 in the morning on the 3rd, dark energy appears to be flowing in, you all. Let me bring this all the way back. Let's go back up to like maybe this 7:48. Let's give it enough time. Maybe 10 o'clock. Maybe that's probably not enough time, but I want to see it. And 20. Let's push this back over to here. Whoops. That's right. Okay, I'm waiting for this to, that's the 3rd. I'm waiting to see, it's blinking, that's why I haven't got this turned over for you all to see it. Are we going to do it, you all? We're going to look at it. Watch it. So we went all the way back to the 1st. Look at some of this activity. This is from the 1st. Of course, it's going into the 2nd. Look right here. See, this is the energy is flowing in right here. Ooh, bam. See as it's flowing in right here. We're starting back over on the 1st. Look at it. This stuff is blowing out and this stuff is flowing in. Let me enlarge it so you can see it making its way in there. And why did that ship appear there, you all? Ask yourself that. Why did that ship appear there on the 3rd when there is no sign of a ship? But as you see, this is getting ready to blink. Oh, I can fix him. We got a Micah who's not being very nice on here. Yeah, don't be rude or you're going to get yourself in trouble. Can you see it? It's flowing in. And there was that ship. It's crashing through a force field. Okay, you can see. Just like that. I did a 30-day, did you see that? A 30-day time lapse also, not a time lapse, but I combined 30 days of footage so you could see all of the activity from the 22nd of September through the 23rd of September, you all. This is, see how that, okay, for that ship to just flash on there and show up, do you think that it teleported itself? It literally came through like a, I don't know, beamed itself over here or a wormhole or something and boom, it showed up? Do you think that happened? I want you to look at this again. 93,000 miles. Okay, look at this. Look how this blasts off right here. You see that? It's blasting off. Watch the ship coming through. Of course, we have a lot of activity. We have a lot of fighting going on. See, this is on the 2nd. This is the 1st. By the 1st of October, you see we've got cubes coming in. The cubes coming down right here. We've got the dark energy, which looks like it is literally flowing into the sun. It looks like at times it's exiting out the other side, but it's making its way through. Let's watch this, you all. Okay, look at the activity happening. Bam! Look how much force is coming, trying to maybe push back. Look at the cube. I want to see the ship that shows up because it literally comes out of nowhere. Boom! See, it's 23:48 at 11:48, you all, and then it's 11:36. Then all of a sudden, at 11:48, this ship appears, and then at midnight, it's gone. How on earth can that be? How can it appear and then it's gone? And once it's gone, there's the dark energy. And look, only thing that was left was like a dot. See that right there, like a little circle? See where it was at? Like right there. Do you think it like showed up and then it left? Showed up and then it left, because this is the thing that is in its place right there. Showed up and then it left right there. That's the dark energy flowing in. Let me see, there's the cube, the anomaly ship, the eruption on the 4th. There's an eruption on the 4th at 1400 hours. Okay, let's see if we got the 1400 hours, you all. I did not go far enough for the 1400 hours, but I will. I want to show that too on the 4th. Let's scroll down so we can see it at the 1400 hours. Let's go all the way to 18. I hope we can get it. Yeah, I don't want to look at that. A black hole sun. Yeah, why did they make that song The Black Hole Sun? I don't want this to be too long, you all. We've seen the spiral look like like the Norway spiral thing is what it looked like. Let's see, there's supposed to be an eruption coming out on the 4th. Arg. I think that's what I wrote down. Boom. There's too much. There's just too much activity occurring. and flowing out. It just does not make sense. That what on? I didn't really stop this one right here. Let's see how back. Let's come back to where this is right here, where that occurred. Let's click it. What's that? Is that something that just like they decided to make that there? What if this was a massive ship, you all? Really, what if it was part of a massive ship or something? Maybe there's something covering it. Maybe it's the footage or something like that. But something is going on. Something's going on. We have 2 missiles or rockets that were fired at the sun right here around a week apart from the same general location, going straight up to the sun. The one on the 22nd, which is today, it seemed to have an object in front of it as it came out from that area, but it went straight up to the sun. And then we got this thing right here that I'm sure they're calling a planet, but it doesn't look like a planet occurring. It does not. I'm going to come over here, and I did save the video. I want you to see the footage of it. What do I got? A 30-day footage of this Soho, Alaska. Let me stop it right here. I'm going to pause it, y'all. I want you to watch this, how it transpires over 30 days. We're going to start on the 19th, and it's not perfect, but it's I wanted you to see what the whole entire thing looked like. So it's on the 20th. This is the sun. And that was a great big ship that flew across it also. I want to try to, well, I think I'm out of the way enough, you all. This is like 3 minutes of documentation, all of the activity. Now remember, September was kind of rocky. It really was. And then came October. I was trying to notice, so see there's lots of eruptions. I was trying to notice when the darkness started coming in, the dark shaded areas, if they were on the increase the closer we got to October. I know the cubes, more cubes started arriving. We're at the 29th of September, okay. Now see on the one side of the sun, you can see the darkness coming in. There's like a dark flow of energy. And see it's getting around the areas of the sun also. It's becoming darker. And you know, I bet on the other product, the SDO AIA 171, I bet, or Stereo UV, I can't remember which one, the yellow sun. Look how dark it got, you all. That dark energy right there, it's on the 5th. Why would the sun have that there? Why would it? You see a cube over there on the other side. It hasn't pierced its way through to the other side yet, but look at it. It's like 2 streams of dark energy going straight into the sun, but it's not coming out yet. But it's going straight into there. And I apologize for not looking at the comments, but I've got to focus. Okay, now it's trying to start coming out from behind that sun, you all. Isn't that, don't you find that rather odd? How such a great mass of it would come in from one corner and then go out the other side of the sun. There it is coming out. Now we're on the 14th. Now we're getting ready to see that spiral. There's the spiral, like a Norway spiral thing, and then we have the explosion. We're going to get ready to see that ship come through that some call a planet. There is a missile right there that went toward the sun. There's a lot of activity. Here comes that ship, which some call a planet. It's making its trek across this space right here. And notice how its extensions seem to get longer, go in and out as if they're great big old, probably force fields all around it. And you know, truth be known, this thing right here could have a great big round disc-like force field protecting it all around like a big bubble on the sides. Now see, it's went back to back. NASA, Frank Cooper, We hear that joke all the time. It doesn't matter in the big scope of life. It doesn't. There's dark energy that's flowing through this sun. And I've never seen anything like it before. I haven't. So this is like the Pope by the first have all the money in the thing, and here comes this dark energy. Where is it going? Why is it taking so long to even reach itself out to the other side? The sun is not what we've been told. National Space Aeronautical Association. Thank you, Jeff. Look, it seems like it's trying to push back at it. It's like a black cloud. What if it is like that black cloud that NASA said, or the NIH or NCIB said, if it would enter our space, it would actually, if it would float in, we would have to recognize it as a life form. Boom. This will be the last time I show this footage right here. You can see there went one missile or rocket toward the sun. There's something behind that disk. Here comes the ship is what's coming. If you're all just tuning in. Yeah. Right up there. And this is today. So you can go to this particular product if you're so inclined and put in that data yourself. You really can, you all. I wanted to show just one more time, if I can, one more thing, if I can show you. If you would let me put that screen share in here, I'd like to show that ship on here up close and just do a little bit of contrasting so you can see what it looks like when it is literally not so bright is what I would like to do. Make it not so bright is what I'd like. Oh, I'm supposed to be showing the ship. Okay, just let me close this out and I'm going to open it back up. No, the sun is not as far away as some think. It really isn't. And everything is not what we've been told. That's safe to say. Things are not what we've been told at all. There's a lot of things on this earth that if they told us the truth, it would really cause, it's a matter of national security, you all. It really is, if you think of it that way. A matter of national security, because if some people knew, they would not be too happy at all. You all hit that like button. We're going to look at one more thing. As soon as this thing right here loads, I want to put this on the screen and I want to go up, I want to zoom it up so you can see this with a tad bit of contrast in it from today. This is what they would call a planet, but I call it a ship because of the straight angles that can be seen in it right here. I'm going to make it really kind of big like this. I'm going to come over here to I'm going to do the window capture. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to capture it just like that. I'm going to take myself and probably just put myself over out of the way right here so we can make this thing right here a little bit bigger, you all, so you can see it better. I want you to see it. I won't have to make it too big. I will not. I want you to see it up close and personal. I'm going to do the Chrome key. I'm doing a Chrome key on it right now. You may not see me. Well, let me put myself over here. You may not see me at the moment, but I am. I'm putting on a Chrome key so you can see it. Well, I've not really done it before, so it's kind of hard. It really is kind of hard to do this smoothness. No, not like that, you all. Just one more second. I know you can't see the other stuff that I got pulled open on here. When I pull up the little menus, you can't really see it that well. Yeah, okay, I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine, you all. Let me see if I can make it super, super big, because I want to make it even bigger than what it is right now. Massively bigger, as it's, see how those things are moving? They can't possibly be just like, I think they're part of this ship, is what I think it is. It's about like that. It's like little ships come down from there, and as they come down, they come off the ship. There are small ships. I've done this before. There's small ships that come into this area, and they get on inside of here, and I don't know where they go. It's like, that's why I think it's like the Borg, is what I think it is. It is like the Borg. I'm going to hop off of there, you all, because I've said too much. I have. And I'm not going to say it anymore. I'm not. I'm done talking. I'm done. There's 2 missiles fired at the sun, or rockets. We got a lot of activity. We got Borg. We got the cubes. We got the dark energy that literally, you all, it literally flowed in from one side of the sun, stayed behind the sun for a while, and a pitch black energy came out the other side. That's not normal. It's not at all. And it is an energy that came through. It doesn't look like it's just a black cloud, because if it's a black cloud, if it's that black cloud that they're talking about, we're in trouble. We're in a big trouble, because they don't really know about it. And that black cloud, they know that it is very intelligent, extremely. Let me, I want to come over here, and I want to put the reference of the NASA in here. You can see me do it right here. I'm going to put in the reference of the ISWA. I also want to put in the reference of the Borg cube right here, because it reminds me of the Borg cube. The cubes that are in the sky, and they're in the skies all around the world, is what they are. There is an awakening that is occurring. There is, you all. Thank you so much for joining. Let me put this back to me. I'm going to go, you all, so you can go back and you can look at this video if you missed the big giant swirling like a Norway spiral coming out of this corner of the sun. Is actually on that end over there, you all. Boom. Over there somewhere. Actually, it came out right, see where my finger is? Right there in this area of the sun. It was literally like a swirl that happened, like a portal or something opened. There's a lot going on, and it's affecting, it's literally spilt over onto the earth. It has. What's happening up there has spilt over onto the earth, and we can feel it and we can see it. The energies are really high in people, and it's affecting people. What's happening up there is affecting us here on the earth. So I am going to go. Thank you for taking the time to watch. And again, you can go there and you can do all that research yourself, because it's pretty cool. It really is pretty cool if you find this stuff interesting. But if you don't, that's fine too. I just want to, let me show it one more time. I want to show that energy. I want to show the energy that came through the sun as it started coming through, because it was so wild. Can we please look at that? Look how that's one great big beam of light. Let's look at this again. Just one more time as the dark energy starts flowing through. We got it on the 4th. See it? It's coming through. It's going to get ever so dark as it goes through, like a pitch black. And we got Borg cubes around. See it streaming through. And ships are coming out. Just wait for it to get darker. It's really dark coming out on this side. I think I missed the brunt of it, you all. I did. Missed the brunt of this. Okay, yeah, there it is. There's the brunt of it when it starts getting really dark. Really, what is the scientific explanation for that happening? Because it's flowing into the sun. That's the direction it's flowing. Darkness. Happy Sabbath. Yeah. What would be the scientific explanation? Because I'm sure some have it. Then going out the other side. I don't know which side of this is earth facing. I really don't. By looking at it, I have no idea what side of that is earth facing, but I am going to go. So thank you for watching. And with that being said, hello. Wherever you are in any part of the world, hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, you all. Thank you so much for listening and being inquisitive. Don't ever quit being curious as to what's happening in our world and in the skies above or below or around you. Don't ever let that curiosity disappear, okay? We only have like a small window of opportunity to research, really, in the big scope of time. Just a small window of opportunity. Thank you. I'm Jay Joslyn, and thank you all for being on here too. And have a wonderful evening. You all, love you.